Change is the only constant, said Heraclitus. Greetings everyone, I am Nebi from the ELT department of Istanbul Medipol University. Before starting, do you know that in today's globalized world, language, especially English, is a passport to connect with everywhere? Yes, you haven't heard it wrong. Especially with the advent of technology, people can talk or work with everywhere around the world if they have this passport. For example, a computer engineer, a visual artist, or a site designer from, let's say, Istanbul, does business with someone else in Berlin just through his or her computer, and all thanks to an English language passport. Today, I will be sharing with you the innovative ways of engaging students in and outside of the classroom, using the opportunities of technology. My vision is not only to break the barriers that restrain students, but also to build a bridge that will help students to reach that passport. Before we start, I want to share an upsetting and unfortunately real story with you. Despite the importance of knowing English, as some of you may know, in Turkish students still struggle with learning English, although 8 years of education. Also, in response to can you speak English questions, I'm sure that some of us heard answers like I can't speak but I understand, or I can speak as much as I express my problems. I know, we all have heard those things. But I ask you, whose fault is this? Any idea? Any? Laid over there? No? Okay, let me tell you now. I think none of ours. In the past, it was very easy to focus one's attention on a topic. But today, it's very hard to achieve that due to lots of distractions around us. That's why we decided to furnish our environment with learning materials that will serve engagement of students employing technology. Now, let's dive into how we should use technology in English language teaching, starting our technological journey with augmented reality. Augmented reality is a technology that overlays digital information onto the real world. I mean, our world. As you can see in the projection screen, it does this only with a smartphone. You direct your phone's camera onto a surface and you see digital images on that surface in your phone screen. As you see, the first usage can be with flashcards. Yeah, I think it's very practical and beneficial. Aside from flashcards, QR code images are also used. In fact, we can decorate school furniture with QR codes, and when kids scan the code, they can learn the English of that furniture. Isn't it great? I think it is. But AR is not the only technological miracle that we can use. We also can use interactive games such as Kahoot or quizzes to captivate students' attention. Wouldn't it be good to see every student in the classroom striving for something, competing against the time, and trying to be the winner? Yeah, I know. I also know that some parents are very passionate about seeing their kids have homework to do. And when they don't have any, parents get angry and come to school just to bore you. I'm sure some of you can relate to that, right? Let's talk about what we can do about that, utilizing technology. In my opinion, the best exercise for a homework is digital storytelling. Students can create stories with multimedia through websites like Story Jumper. And here are some examples, like Because You Chose Kindness by Jenna Bate, then Terry Meets Junk Food by Terry Foster, illustrated by Brother Allen, and let's examine one of them, Tiny's Big Journey. A kid named Danny Fora wrote and illustrated this. It's about a turtle who has been taken from his home. As you can see the illustrations and some text here. I think it's very creative and mesmerizing. I don't know how old is she, but like you see, it triggers children's creative desires and lead them to act, not just think. Lastly, as another technological example of homeworks, spotlighting Duolingo. This app turns language learning into a captivating game. Imagine students embarking on a language quest, earning points for correct answers, and unlocking new language skills with each accomplishment. I believe that students will never stop studying English. In conclusion, in ELT, The integration of technology isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Augmented reality, interactive games, digital storytelling, and educational apps are not only just tools, they are pathways to a future where language education transcends barriers. Thank you for participating and listening to me. Let's not just teach English. Let's create an environment where students live, breathe, and thrive in the language. Thanks again.